Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. And I want to say Shalom, Jock and Aquat out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled Celebrating the 4th of July is Going Off. Alright, celebrating the 4th of July is going off. And, a little later, all right. But at this point, most you Jakes should know, as we near the end, if you ain't got it by now, the odds aren't looking in to be in your favor, man. It ain't looking good. All right, we're pretty much we're 1 month past the exact midway point of the year, okay, which would be June. Here we are in July, and we're right there at the end, man. We can see everything's shaping up to be what it is. All right, we got wars on the brew, and simple Americans. All right, and that includes Jake, are out here celebrating. Okay, celebrating. Now, some might ask, well, why is it going off? Well, there's multiple reasons. First of all, you're supposed to be separating yourself from this world, and two, you're celebrating America. Okay, you're celebrating America, and this place is Babylon, man. Okay, and you're celebrating this place. You're glorifying this kingdom. Okay, you're celebrating, and being filled with mirth for the birth of a wicked nation. Okay, a birth of a wicked nation. Okay, and on top of that, when America gained its independence, and you can probably hear the fireworks going off in the back. When America gained its independence, y'all motherfuckers were still in captivity, right? None of us were free. Okay, so here, let me turn the camera on here. Here, let me turn on the camera. See all these fireworks, man. All of them going off. All right. Put that back. Yeah, man. All these people blowing off fireworks. All right, celebrating. All right, and more going off. Matter of fact, I'm gonna roll up this window, but just a little bit. But plus I'm almost to the store anyway. But man, it's just one of those things. Technically blowing off a firework on any other day ain't going off. All right, because I used to like fireworks, and I've thought about it. I didn't do it, haven't done it. But there's like several days where you're allowed to legally blow off fireworks before and after the 4th. But I wouldn't blow them off on the 4th, right? But I mean, I don't know if you like the little ground spinners or something. I mean, and before, that's something really you gotta feel like, if is that right or wrong? All right, and if you're truly not celebrating, all right, because if I was to ever do something like that, and I haven't, because one, it's just a waste of money. But I know I can 100% with 100% conviction say that I would not be celebrating this place, because fuck this place, man. All right, there's no reason to celebrate the death and torture of your brothers. All right, and 4th of July, that day, there's other days that you can celebrate 4th of July. 4th of July, Slacky, that's Satan. There's other days that you can not celebrate. Slacky, my mind got distracted. There's other days that you can not celebrate 4th of July, but blow off fireworks. Okay, there's other days that you can do that. For example, here in Nevada, they have Nevada Days. All right, which is that's, I guess, when Nevada became to be, or wherever like that. And again, that's not 4th of July. That's just a Nevada specific thing. And you can do that. Even then, I don't do that. Like I said, I'm saying technically you could. I don't do it personally, but waste of money or whatever. I wouldn't say it's necessarily wicked. That's something, again, you might want to speak to the apostles about, and they'll probably ask why you want to blow them off in the first place. But I mean, technically, it's a firework. It's not going off to blow them off. It's just on this specific day. You can't say you're blowing off fireworks. Oh, I ain't celebrating on this specific day. You didn't do it like the 2 days before 4th of July or the 2 days after. If you wanted to, I don't know, blow off a firecracker because you thought it'd be cool, you had to do it specifically on the 4th. Why? That looks like you're celebrating. It looks like you're celebrating because you probably are celebrating. All right. It's the same thing. Technically, you can eat turkey, right, on Thanksgiving Day. All right. But you're not supposed to be celebrating Thanksgiving and having turkey on that day. Ain't it just a little bit weird? Ain't it just a little bit weird? You just got to think about these things. All right. Just got to think about these things. So, I don't celebrate Christmas. I just decided to give a gift and it happened to be Christmas. Nah, man, you celebrating it. You're celebrating it. All right. What is it? First of all, what does celebrate mean? All right. Let's go get that word. Celebrate or celebrating. Usually there's like an open in system dictionary or something. Look up celebrate. To acknowledge, all right, a significant or happy day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity. Okay. To perform a religious ceremony publicly and duly, in particular officiate, or it says honor or praise publicly. Okay, so it comes from Middle English, Latin celebrat. All right, celebrated from the verb celebrare, from celebrare, meaning frequented or honored. So you're honoring. Okay, and I can say Siri doesn't like to listen. All right, digital woman just like the real woman. But open, or no, you could define honor. Okay, what is honor? High respect or great esteem. Okay, um, giving credit to a person or thing. So you're putting high esteem to Babylon, to America, when you celebrate this holiday. And also, you're celebrating the captivity of your brethren, man, your brothers and sisters, because they were still locked up. All right, they weren't free, and we're still not free, but they definitely weren't free then. Okay, all the brothers and sisters that were locked up, all right, on plantations, all right. Do you think that was independence for them? All right. Do you think they felt freedom? No, they didn't. Okay. And you're celebrating freedom. That's what they celebrate. Freedom, America. Well, you're celebrating freedom that you don't have. Okay. So it's going off. All right. Let's get through this lesson. I'm not just going to ramble. I like to back it up with scriptures. Let's get Colossians 2:8. It reads, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. All right, nowhere in the Bible it says, thou shalt celebrate the independence of America. No, okay? Or celebrate the independence of the land. No, it doesn't say that, okay? It doesn't say that, especially not about Babylon, okay? So maybe when we got to the Israel for the first time, but that's it. Not when we're going any other places, and especially when we're in a land of our captivity. We were sent to this place as punishment. This isn't a place to celebrate. All right, this is a vile, wicked place that needs to be exterminated and extinguished, and it will be. All right, when Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when Yahushai returns. Okay, so this place is not something to be celebrated or revered or put on high or honored. This is a low, despicable, vile place. Okay, and like I said, there's plenty other day. Watch, I'll show you. Check this out. You can go to what days can you legally set off fireworks? All right. You can set off fireworks from 28th to July 4th, but only on private property. Any fireworks used must cease by midnight on July 4th. So you can do that, and we can go to the calendar. I had it right. Isn't that like 28? How many? I don't know what month. January, February, March, April, May, June. So yeah, the 28th. Okay, so this is one of the months that go, to just the 30 instead of the 31st. So you could set it. They said from the 28th to the 4th. So you could set it off the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. Right? If you just desperately so want to blow off a firework, there ain't no holiday on June 28th or 29th or 30th. All right. Now, I'd probably do it if I was ever going to do it. I'd probably do it on June, so it ain't even close to being in the first week of July, right? Just because that's how far I'd want to separate myself from even being near the 4th. Okay, you can do it on the 28th, the 29th, the 30th. If you just so desperately need to blow off a firework or a firecracker because it's fun to you, not because you're celebrating again, right? Just like you can eat turkey, it's not you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, all right. But if you do it on Thanksgiving, it is a little weird, right? You can do it, the week before or whatever if you want turkey. It's just a little weird. You can eat turkey anytime. Why are you doing it specifically in that time of November? It's that is a little weird. But with fireworks, there's certain times where it's legal and not legal to do it. So if you really like fireworks or something, you got to be careful of that anyway. You're gonna blow your fucking hands off, man. That's another thing. Here it is. You say, I'm just doing it because I like fireworks. I think they're cool. And the Lord knows that you're really deep down inside. You're trying to celebrate the 4th of July. He might just have you blow your fucking hand off, man. All right. Like I said, if you want to do it on the 28th, 29th, or 30th, I don't think anyone would say that you're wicked because you just want to set off a firework as long as you're not celebrating. Like I said, but I don't do it because it's a waste of money, man. At the end of the day, it's a waste of money. Would I like to do it? I'm not going to say, oh, I would never like to blow. I liked blowing off fireworks back in the day. It wasn't even about celebrating anything for me back when I even in the world. I don't give a shit about the freedom of this place. I never did. I was before I came to this truth. I was an anarchist anyway. I fucking hated the government. Fucking hated this place. The people were pieces of shit, and the government was a piece of shit too. And the society's built off of fucking lies and scams, so I never liked it. All right, I never said, "Oh, I love America." All right, I like some of the things here because we do have certain freedoms that even the brothers tell. I've heard Elder Renato Zappa say it, that we do have certain freedoms here that other countries might not have. So we are blessed in ways, but this place is vile and foul. Okay, I mean, you got to realize we are blessed to be in a place that we can have free internet. All right, and what I mean by free internet is like I can look up declassified CIA document. If you were in China, you couldn't do that. North Korea, you wouldn't be able to do that. Russia, you wouldn't be able to do that. Some other countries, you wouldn't even. There's a problem with too much freedom because then you can use it for wickedness. Okay. For example, another one of the things that's free over here in England, it's not legal. Well, I think there's stipulations, but pornography. All right, you can just get that shit in droves over here. All right, in America, it's free. Look it up anywhere. You'll get it everywhere. Right? And that's wicked. You're not supposed to be looking at that stuff, man. All right. Well, especially not, a man having sex with a woman. All right. One thing if it's a woman, doing something with herself, but you probably shouldn't even be watching that either. There's spirits on that shit. Right? You can probably just find a woman you'd be able to do that with in person. Better do it that way, man. But too much freedom will lead to complete chaos at the end of the day. So you need a moral code. All right. And there's no moral codes with true freedom. Okay. But everybody's always freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom will get your ass destroyed, man. All right. It really will. So Colossians 2:8. Again, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. And this is not of the Lord. This is something purely of the world, man. It's purely of the world, and you're not supposed to be doing it. And the other thing is, who was celebrating their independence? The Edomites, man. The Edomites. So, Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right? So, hey man, it's just, you're not supposed to be celebrating it. All right? Plus, I mean, it's pointless and useless at the end of the day anyway. I worked today. Not that I had a choice, but I always tell my boss, I'll work any holiday because I don't celebrate the shit. And thankfully, hey, call all you Habash and Shai today. We got time and a half. So, hell, it was hella worth it. It was hella worth it to work today, man. I'm making way more money than I'd usually make. So, well, over what? I mean, I would rather. I mean, hell, I'd rather be off every day, but still making money. I mean, I'd rather not, work if I could just make money and not have to work. But of course, I like my leisure time. But I wouldn't have been celebrating anything if I was off today. I know what I would have been doing. I would have made my lesson at home. I would have sat my ass in bed and I would have played some video games, man. That's what I would have done. Played some video games. Hung out. Maybe went and grabbed some food with the wife or something like that, and went back, watched some TV. Right? Probably went for a walk in the park. 'Cause I'm trying to get better on that. But that's it, man. That's the type of shit, you know. No, oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna watch some lights in the sky. Yeah, they look cool, right? They look all right. I'm not gonna say I see the firework. Oh, I hate the way it looks. Ah, no. I mean, they're all right. I'm not jumping for joy or anything. I see them. There's something going off right where I'm at right now. All right. I got off work, so and hungry as hell, and a lot of places are closed. So I'm just gonna run by the store and grab something. But you know, you know, I see them. They're blowing off all sides, front, left, right. They're all right. They're cool, I guess. You know that I don't like what they stand for. All right, I don't like what blowing up on this day represents. Okay, because you know, every time you know you see this on this day, they're celebrating them. They don't give a fuck about you, Jake. All right, you got to realize all these laws that are passed and Alligator Alcatraz and all that shit. And these motherfuckers are celebrating. Okay, and hey, man, Lord willing, this will be the last 4th of July ever. Right? So, but hopefully this is the last one. Right? So, but yeah, you're not supposed to be learning the way of the heathen. And who's this holiday for? The heathen, by the heathen, for the heathen. Right? Celebrating his independence. Okay, from England. Ridiculous. James 4:4 says, Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh. And you got a lot of these simple ass Jakes saying, well, I know, because they get, you know, people say, oh, this and that, it's for the kids, and, you know, it blah, 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 blah. It's, you know, they think I'm weird if I, no, man, just don't go. Look, ain't nobody going to force you to celebrate you know, 4th of July, right? You know, in some cases, I won't say no one's going to force you, because in some cases you might be, you know, you might know about this truth and be 14, 15, 16, and you're under the rule of your parents. They say, you gonna come out here with your sister. Come here, light that sparkler for your sister. She don't know how to do it. She young. Light that for her, right? Because you got a egg a woman as a mom. All right, not that you can call her that, but you know that's what you got, an end up mom. Or you might be living with people who come downstairs. I had that, man. I told these people. All right, I had roommates. I don't celebrate none of these holidays. All right, they specifically, particularly maliciously, and they're Edomites. They would 100% get me a gift on Christmas. Several, even though I said I'm not gonna get gifts. I don't want no gifts. I'm not getting anybody gifts. I don't want none. And they do it anyway. They say, come down here and open them up. Sit down here. Sit and open them up. And I said, all right, well, God damn it, all right. And I even asked. And I said, brother, I asked Elder Manasseh Saba. I said, brother, what do I do in this? He said, accept the gift with humility and move on. Pray about it, move on. So that's all you can do. I told him I didn't want nothing to do with it. I don't want to sell. I don't celebrate. I don't do this. I don't want no gifts. You ain't getting no gifts. And they still gave me some anyway. Nothing I could do with that. All right. Same thing. They say, come outside. All right. Come outside. Now, looking back, I could have been better with that. I could have not, went outside with them, but I would have popped an issue. All right. But, you know, looking back, you know, I was newer in the truth at that time, and there was a lot of things I shouldn't do. The first time, I was barely into the truth. I gave small gifts. All right, because I didn't want to start no issues. But that was wrong. All right, I rebuke myself for that. So, you know, there's things I did wrong in the past, but now, thankfully, I'm in a blessed situation where I'm in a house where ain't nobody celebrate that shit anyway. All right, so everybody in the house has a concept of the truth, and for the most part, I won't say everybody follows it in the house, but you know, me and my wife, I can say 100% for sure that we do. All right, to the best of our ability. So we don't celebrate none of that shit. It's a waste of money, man. 4th of July, what do? You go buy fireworks and waste some money. Thanksgiving, what do? You go out and buy turkey or ham, which is going off anyway. Ham's going off, as we just made a lesson yesterday about. And you know, that's money. All right, for St. Patrick's Day, you're supposed to, you know, go and drink, and that costs money. All right, especially at a bar, that costs money. And then you have all these different Valentine's Day, you got to buy something, and ain't that some disingenuous shit? The girl's like, you had to buy me something. You got to buy me on the day that I'm supposed to buy you something. That ain't even love. All right, that ain't even love. If I love you, I'm gonna buy you something on a different day, right? I don't have to. I bought you something on the buy me shit day. Oh yeah, he's so thoughtful because he bought you shit on the buy you shit day. He's pretty much commanded to on that day. All right, or else You and all your girlfriend, oh, he didn't give me shit. Can you believe that? Right? So no, we don't celebrate that shit, man. We don't celebrate that shit. Halloween, go and buy candy to give it away for free. I work hard for my money. I ain't gonna give you fucking little rapscallion ass fucking baby kids running up and down the street no goddamn candy for free. Nah, get the fuck off my property, man. Now, last year, this dumb little black girl, man, little Jake, fucking kept knocking on the door, kept knocking on the door, and just knock, and I think we had a sign up, and I had a sign up, no, I think I ended up putting a sign up because we had the lights off and everything. But man, when I was a kid, we all celebrated Halloween when we were kids, man. Unless you came from a very, very religious family. Some of the religions didn't let you do it. But I was running through the street and all that stuff, and my dad would be with me and say, hey, if lights are off, that means that they're not doing nothing with it. I never knocked on no lit fucking door. That was the thing. You have the lights on, all right. And to be fair, these kids, man, and I'm glad for it. All right, but it is. You guys have some sad ass Halloweens. Let me tell you what. I'm not saying we were right for doing it or whatever. It was still wicked. But I'm telling you, the Halloweens back in the day, man, they used to be fucking popping. All right, you'd hear like the Monster Mash, well, one morning as I in the lab, or like the Monster Mash. You'd hear that shit going off. You'd hear the one-eyed, one-eared, flying purple people eater and shit. You'd hear all that thriller down, do 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 do. You'd hear that for blocks, man. You'd see all these, everybody's shit was lit up. All right, now you might see like one of those inflatable ones with the air, and then you'll see like 3 kids. I'm like, damn, Babylon is really going. Even their holidays are fucked up, right? Which is, hey, call all you how about meow shy. But I'm like, damn, these kids don't even know what Halloween was, right? But that late '90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s Halloween, man, that shit was popping. That shit was popping. All right, Christmas I remember was popping. You go on the malls and just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ding 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 too. And they have the giant fucking, everybody be wearing the Santa hats. They'd have that fake snow or real snow, depending on where you are, everywhere. They'd have that big ass Christmas tree in the malls with all the things. You don't see that now. You don't see it. I'm like, damn, I'm glad. But you still have that, that part that's like, damn, what the fuck? This is interesting. When I was a kid, it was decked out. So you still have that part, and not that part that's like mournful or sorrowful, but that part that's like, wow, man, these people don't even got it good now. All right, because the holidays back in the day, man, or like I said, that late '90s, I was just a kid anyway, but early 2000s, mid 2000s when I was a kid, but everything was popping, and now you can see it even in the holidays that Babylon is drying up and drying out, and it's drying up and drying out, and it's just it's great. Hey, call all you how about meow shy. It's great. So but yeah, man. So trying to get along, to go along, to go along, to get along. I even talked about that go along, to get along spirit. That's going off. All right, that's a wicked ideology. All right, and I'm just I'm just we're just I'll just celebrate it because the kids and they want it. No, fuck them kids, right? That's what y'all say. Fuck them kids. Why is it not fuck them kids when it comes to this? When it comes to having the kids, fuck them kids. When it comes to what they want, fuck them kids. When it comes to celebrating a holiday, all of a sudden, no, we got to do it for the kids. Well, no, hold up. Fuck them kids, though, right? What happened? What happened to fuck them kids? Now all of a sudden it's not. Now, it's for the children. It's for the children. It ain't for the children. It's for your grown monkey ass, man. You know damn well it is. All right, you know damn well you're doing it for yourself, man. That's for you. That fucking that pork shoulder shit. That's for you too. It ain't for the kids. The kids would really like. No, it's for you. Don't blame it on the kids, man. Just admit it. You're old ham bone ass, big back ass, 4th of July celebrating ass, hood rat ninja. That's what you are. Just be it, man. I'd rather have you be that and be honest about it than try to lie to me about it. Right? Romans 12:2. Verse 1, actually. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. There you go. So, there you go. Be not conformed to this world. And celebrating this holiday is being conformed to this place. Conformity. Let's go and define that. All right. Conformity, compliance with standards, rules, or laws. All right. Or you can do define, conform, because that's more of the legal sense. All right. Conform, to comply with the rules, standards, or laws. All right. Well, standards. All right. And the standard is that you celebrate Thanksgiving. You celebrate 4th of July, as we're talking today. But you celebrate these things. That's the standard, and we go against the grain. All right, not with it. We go against the grain. Okay, so you know, and those that know, if you ever want a good slice of meat, you always go against the grain, not with it, but against it. All right. So Exodus 23:2. This is the final one that we're going to close out with. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. So, again, just because they're doing it, don't mean you need to do it. You're not supposed to follow a multitude of evil. Everybody else is doing it. It don't matter what they're doing, man. If they're chopping their dicks off, you going to do it too? Well, no, I'd never do that. Why not? Everyone else is doing it, right? And a lot of y'all motherfuckers would, because there's a lot of people out there that are doing that and becoming, what genders. All right, and now there are, oh, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do it. So back in the day, that could have been used as a saying or something. But no, you would go and chop your rod off. All right, you would, because anything to fit in the society, right? Anything to blend in, and blending in, man. Again, go along to get along. That's a wicked ass spirit. All right. So celebrating the 4th of July is going off for multiple reasons. You're not supposed to be being like this people in the world. You're not supposed to be following a multitude to do evil. You're not supposed to be learning the way of the heathen. And you're not supposed to be following the traditions of men. You're supposed to be following the traditions of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, that's what you're supposed to be. And you're celebrating Babylon, a wicked, vile place. All right, a place of judgment to come. And you're celebrating this place like it's the greatest place ever. Fuck this place, and fuck you too, man. All right, that's what we really think. All right, we don't like you, Jakes, because you love America so much, and the white man. Go ahead and die with them, then, man. We're done with you. All right, unless you're of the elect. All right, and really praying in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We don't care about you, man. We don't like you. We don't want to sniff you. We don't want to hear you. All right, we don't want to see you. All right, we don't want nothing to do with you, man, because you're all the same. All right, you're all the same. You're just as bad. Half the time, you're worse than the white man. All right, with the wickedness that you do, Jake. All right. So unless you give a shit, all right, and you actually care about the Lord, we don't care about you, man. All right, because we care about the Lord. All right, we can't be hanging out with someone that hates the Lord. All right, and is basically essentially an antichrist. All right, you're anti Hamashiach. You're anti Yahushai by being in the world like that. So we don't want nothing to do with you, man. We don't want to see you. We don't want to smell you. So stay the hell away from us, and we'll try our best to stay the hell away from you, man. If you want to keep on being off and being wicked, if you want to give a shit and try, all right, that's another thing. All right, we'll help you with the steps to come in this truth. But if you don't care, you don't give it. I don't care about none of that shit, man. I'm gonna celebrate because I want. It's fun, man. It's fun. Fuck all y'all have too many rules and shit. Fuck you, Jake. All right, you can go and die, man. You want to be like the white man, die like the white man, man. That's it. All right, you want to celebrate this wicked ass holiday? Hey, you go right ahead, but don't wake up. Don't as Elder Manata Zatba says. From GMS, South Carolina. When you wake up in a pool of your own blood, don't come crying to us. Don't come crying to us, Jake. And that's where I'm going to close out. So, Lord, one of the lesson was edifying. Again, celebrating the 4th of July is going off, Jake. A lot of y'all are already doing it anyway. But, there's some brothers that made it, but I didn't see, as many as 3-4 years ago. Because you know what? Because the message has gone out. You know about the truth. Okay? And that's the mindset a lot of these brothers are in right now. You know, Jake. All right? You know about the truth. You hear the brothers and elders and apostles talk about a lot. Jake knows. All right? They know it's been out. It's not like, years ago when the truth was, not being heard about. All right? You know about it. All right? Especially after the whole Kyrie Irving and Kanye West thing. And that really elevated the level that the truth went out. And I have a screenshot somewhere, and I posted it that said the truth is out. no more excuses, Jake. And I went to Google Trends and I typed in Hebrew Israelite or Black Hebrew Israelite, Yahushai, or different things like that. And literally it said the trend was going up. And at that time, when Kanye and that whole thing, the trend was on high. So people know, people were looking. I remember because I was watching Elder Manat Zatba, and you saw white people stopping by the camps. They were looking at the signs. They were like, "Oh, what's this? What is this? The Hebrew Israelite stuff that I'm hearing on the news, right?" So the truth is out there. All right. So you might not always see every single holiday lesson going out on that specific holiday, Jake, because you should know by now. A lot of you do know, and you know what? You don't care. All right, you don't care, and that's what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and close out with that. All right, and another thing is, if you don't care about Yahweh Shem Shai, we don't care about you. But that's where we're gonna close out. Lord, what was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I want to say shalom to you Akbanakwa out there, you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, shalom.